Why the hype about inks? It's an interesting one. Yeah, I've seen a couple of why ink tablets. Why the hype about inks? Even Note Max is slow when you zoom in and out, pinching some of the latest videos. Don't you think the iPad is much better? What's your opinion on this? So I do have an iPad. I don't have a brand new one. I've got the last one pre-M1, and I use it probably 2 or 3 times a year because it's my first choice for taking on holiday as a place that we can, if we need to just watch some Netflix or whatever, or the kids need a bit of downtime, is my first choice for just having that ready to go. Or on the airplane for the kids, ideal. So that's when the iPad comes out, and I rarely ever use, even though it's got a paper-like screen protector, I bought the best ones I could find, tried them all out. Even though it's got that, I don't like to draw on it and I don't like to write on it. Whereas the Manta, pull this beautiful thing off, I've got what feels like a premium ballpoint pen, both in terms of in the hand and on the screen, and it's just like writing on paper. So yeah, that's the thing. That's my opinion on that. Is iPad nowhere near the same category of device as these. This is not an iPad alternative. This is a whole new category of its own. It's not even a notebook alternative, really. It's not a paper alternative, really, because there'd still be a time for, writing a beautiful note with a lovely fountain pen, a card to somebody, or a letter by hand. And there's still occasionally to sign things or to write very quick notes for yourself. Still uses for paper in those respects as well. And there's still uses for premium drawing paper or premium things to make finalized bits of art. But it's great for what it does. So I hope that's it. That's why ink tablets. And Christina Ray's having a chat in here. iPad is entertainment. Yeah, hate writing on it. It's not comfortable. Hate any stylus that needs to be charged. It's just distracting. Yeah, I mean the Apple. There's nothing wrong with the Apple Pencil. I absolutely agree with that. But yeah, the e-ink is just to write on. The simplicity keeps on being distracted, and the writing tool is much better. I think you're acutely aware when you're writing on an iPad. Even though the Apple Pencil is great and really accurate, you're acutely aware that you're writing on a glass with a screen behind it, whereas you really do sink into this. It just feels like ink on paper. I mean, you really do feel like it's just so natural. It's just what you're used to. Yeah, have an RMPP and the iPad. iPad feels terrible to write on, even with the paper. Like, there we are. So hopefully that answers the question. So yeah, that's enough. That's all I needed to know. But they are great, and I think so many, you can hear people here would not go back. Have I ever used 2 different platforms at once in your workflow? Trying the different brands of settled on Manta and RMPP as my devices. Trying to find a new hole for my Note Air 3C. Yeah, well, the hole is for different apps, isn't it? And using OneNote or things like that. Personally, there is a use for a Boox and a note-taking tablet. Yeah, Boox for the apps and either the Manta or the RMPP, or just Remarkable 2, just for pure notes and things. Trying to find out a sensible workflow. Right now, it's at least nice to have one to read a textbook on, the other to take notes on. Wow, yeah. Dual e-ink combos, I'm all about that. Reading on an iPad is like reading a book, yeah, on a high-gloss magazine paper. Sure, you can do it, but it's less enjoyable to read on that printed paper. Yeah, absolutely agree with that. It's hard to put your finger on, really, how nice it is to read on e-ink and write on e-ink. Preferred device just for e-reading. Honestly, the Kindle Colorsoft is brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And the Kindle Paperwhite is brilliant as well. So if it's just for reading and you're in the Kindle ecosystem, I think I really like the small Boox e-readers, and I love the Palma 2, etc. And Pocketbook are excellent as well if you don't need a library like Kindle. Kobos, I think, are brilliant as well, although I've never tried a pure e-reader for that. But if it's like e-reading and lots of different things, then I'd go with Boox. So if you need a larger screen device, I'd go with Boox. I wouldn't go, if you wanted a larger screen device, I wouldn't go for the Kindle Scribe as a reader. I wouldn't go for the Tab Ultra C Pro either. I'd go for probably the Note Air 4C, 3 or 4C, but the Note Air 4C is the current one. Just for e-reading, I think that'd be absolutely brilliant. Or maybe even the Go 10.3 if you didn't need the front light. Thanks, Robin. Appreciate you. Jump into e-ink and look for something to do note-taking, capture meeting actions, and do some final analysis using Excel. Yeah, if you need to use Excel, then go for Boox, because you can just sign into your Microsoft Cloud and over to you. Sounds like that's exactly the one for you. Do I know about a platform for e-ink and art drawings? Is there something in this existence? Wouldn't that be great? Yeah, I do. Absolutely. The Manta is currently the best one for drawing because it has its own separate drawing app that none of them otherwise do. And if you need color for drawing, then the Remarkable Paper Pro is really good as well. But Atelier is the drawing app on Manta, and it's blooming brilliant. And I absolutely love drawing on it. Here's one I did just recently. This is, what was it? What's the artist called? It's called Home Worker. But yeah, I took it drawing in London, St Paul's. You can see my video. I've got a video comparing this, and they're remarkable for drawing at the art gallery. So definitely well worth a look. The Manta for drawing.